Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World, takes place 2 years after the events of the original game, and there are two new heroes, hero and a heroine, in this story. There is Emil and Marta, and essentially this takes place after the unification of the two worlds in the previous game, and then you get to see what happens in the aftermath.
Let's begin the research!
In this game, because you are playing as a new hero, Emil, he actually is a character that in the world, in the new world, he wasn't so happy with what had happened, what had transpired in the original game that took place. So it does seem that he does not really think too highly of Lloyd, even though he is regarded as a hero in the game. There are some kind of suspicious things happening with Lloyd at this time, and as you play through the game, you'll uncover more of what's really happening with Lloyd and his compadres. One of the new mechanics in Dawn of the New World is that there is kind of this monster raising, gathering style to the game. So essentially any of the enemies that you fight against, any of the monsters, you can kind of collect them and have them join your party. So they won't always join, but if you can get them to join your party, they'll become powerful new members in order to fight alongside with you. The developers didn't want to have the players kind of just wandering through a random overworld, so they put in a different device in order to roam the world. So basically the players will choose which area they want to go to, and then they will go to that spot, and then they'll start exploring from that area on. So there's not a lot of tedious kind of running around the world just to get from place to place. The game was developed so that players who are new to the series will be able to come in and be able to play the game, follow the adventures of Emil and Marta. But for the players who did play the original Tales of Symphonia, they're going to see a lot of the same characters that were in their party before, and they get to really see what happens in the aftermath, so they'll get a whole new understanding of what happens in the world afterwards. Dawn of the New World is still a 35 to 40 hour game, and players can spend even more time trying to collect all the different monsters, playing around with their parties. So there is a lot of replay value. There's a lot of other things that you can do besides just going through the story, but the story itself is a good 30 to 40 hours. I think the coolest new feature is being able to take the monsters that that players have seen and fought against in the Tales of Symphonia world, but being able to take those into your party, use them, evolve them, get them more powerful, and decide, what kind of party you want to make out of over 200 different monsters. I think that's really one of the cool features in the game that I think players will like. Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World is coming out this fall for the Nintendo Wii.